My name is Ken Kraft, and I will be your moderator for this evening's Spring Band Concert. The first group on our program is the Cadet and Varsity Band. We open with the Rough Riders March. Carl King composed this march in honor of the famous Rough Riders Regiment. This regiment stormed San Juan Hill during the Spanish-American War under the leadership of future President Teddy Roosevelt. The work was intended for use with the Barnum Bailey Circus during various patriotic acts. King left only these instructions for the work: play as a fast march or a gallop. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cadet and Varsity Band under the direction of Robert W. Clark in the Rough Riders March. Glad that almost everyone enjoyed the number. The band is doing just a quick shuffle for the next piece, and we'll explain what's happening in just a moment. Giovanni Gabrielli composed the Canzone No. 1 in 1597 for two choirs of 4 voices. The work is intended to be performed with a left stage group and a right stage group, each playing different but overlapping parts. For our performance, the Varsity Band will have the left parts and the Cadet Band will have the right parts. The work contains 2 primary melodies, one in 4/4 time, the other in 3. These 2 melodies are heard repeatedly in variations of rhythm and key. The Canzone No. 1 by Giovanni Gabrielli. Now here's a song the baby boomers in the crowd will recognize if you watched any television from the 60s. The Symphony of Sitcoms, arranged by Paul Jennings, contains 10 TV themes from bygone days. How many can you remember? Some of them are very short, so you will need to listen closely. If you get 6, you must have been doing a lot of homework. 7 or 8 is good. 9, you should have been on Name That Tune. And if you get all 10, you are a certifiable couch potato. Ladies and gentlemen, the Symphony of Sitcoms. Just in case you were keeping score, I know you want to know how well you did. Those shows were Woody Woodpecker, The Dick Van Dyke Show, Mr. Ed, Leave It to Beaver, Hogan's Heroes March, The Ballad of Jed Clampett, Bewitched, The Munsters, Green Acres, and I Love Lucy. Audience participation time, how many certifiable couch potatoes are out there? Not very many. Some of you are shy. The Cadet and Varsity Band will now close their portion of tonight's concert with Seagate Overture by James Swearinger.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the first part of the concert with the Cadet and Varsity Band, and we tried to set up as quickly as we can. The one thing about McMorran Stage, it is a tight place for a 110-piece concert band, and then try to bring the jazz band out in front. But we do the best we can. Hope you enjoy our concert that we're going to do for you this evening. We're going to play 3 tunes. Each of them is in quite a bit different style. The first one is called Gospel John, and it's kind of a neat tune. It was originally done by the Maynard Ferguson Band back in the 70s, and it sort of has a bit of gospel revival feel to it. And as such, our first soloist this evening is going to be Reverend Squid Crimmins back there. He's going to start it out for us. And then Sister Sofa over here is going to do a little bit of sax solo, and Sister Erin is going to do a solo, and Brother, or Friar Todd, I think it should probably be, is going to do a solo, and Brother Andy over here is going to do a solo, and of course it features Joe Dauphine on percussion throughout, and again it's called Gospel John. that song were Jason Crimmins, moving over to the piano over here, and Todd Wedge, and Aaron Loxton, and Andy Rasmussen, and Joe Duffany on percussion. Thank you. On our next song, oh, by the way, Mr. Soundman, could you keep the mic live throughout? It's the only way the kids can solo. We seriously need that. Thank you. Okay, next song that we're going to do is called Oye Como Va. It was originally done by a rock group called Santana, and it's a great old Latin-style tune, and it's going to feature several soloists. Ms. Sophie over there, Ruth, is going to take a solo on saxophone, and just Ruth is taking one on saxophone, and then we're going to feature our percussion section on a little bit of Latin percussion, the congas and the bongos, and of course the drum set. And again, this is called Oye Como Va. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed that. It's nothing like a good Latin number to get you going. I tell you, it really reminds me of gigging back in the 70s and stuff like that. I used to play down in Mexican Village, and it was just a lot of fun. Okay, the last number in our program, we get to feature our third percussionist here, and that's Brian Cowan II. He's got a lot of things happening here, so he must be the cheetah man in this song, I think. Several people get to take solos too. Todd's going to be taking another one on trombone, and Ruth takes another one, correct? And let's see, who else? Just two? Oh, and Charlie gets one. Charlie Armstrong, our lead guitar player. So we got 3 different solos on this tune, and it's called Return of the Cheetah.
The band officers and seniors of the class of 1997. First, Jamie Carney, escorted by Alex Amato and Rob Amy. Jamie plans to attend Lansing Community College for 2 years and then transfer to Kalamazoo University where she will double major in foreign languages and international relations. Alex will be attending the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts at the University of Michigan. Rob plans to attend SC4 to major in accounting and then transfer to a larger university. Melanie Offenbrook, escorted by Jason Crimmins. Melanie will be attending Hope College and plans to major in English and chemistry and become an elementary or high school teacher. Jason plans to attend Western Michigan University. Rachel Morris, escorted by Pete Howard. Rachel plans to attend SC4 for 1 year and then transfer to Hope College and double major in pre-med and drama. From there, she hopes to attend University of Michigan Medical School and become a pediatrician. Pete plans to attend SC4 for 2 years and then transfers to the Juilliard School for the Arts to study acting. These are the officers for the Worthington High School Band, and they will continue the introduction of the seniors at this time. If you've been to our concerts in the past, you know that this is a traditional part of the spring band concert. The seniors have their farewell opportunity to greet all of you and to share with you this last moment in the Port Huron High School Band. Melanie?
Aaron Laxton, escorted by Chuck Kenny. Aaron plans to attend SC4 to major in elementary education. Chuck plans to attend SC4 and major in business administration. Christine Collins, escorted by Adam Graham. Christy plans to attend SC4 for 1 year and then transfer to Western to major in elementary education. Adam plans to attend Wayne State University on a Presidential Merit Scholarship. His course of study is Business Administration, Finance, and Corporate Law.
Stacy Josette Crosby, escorted by Andy Rasmussen. Stacy plans to attend SC4 for 2 years and then transfer to Central Michigan University to major in elementary education. Andy is a junior, so he'll be at Port Huron High for 1 more year. Emily Venande, escorted by Michael McBride. Emily plans to attend SC4 and then transfer to Grand Valley State University to study elementary special education. Mike plans to attend SC4 and major in horticulture.
Marcy Eagle, escorted by Charles Warewine. Marcy plans to attend SC4 for 2 years to study computer programming. Charles plans to attend Northwestern College to study automotive work. Gina Diamond, Gina plans to attend Wayne State University to study chemical engineering. Joe plans to attend SC4.
Crystal Sunset, escorted by Max Cook. Crystal plans to attend the College of Boyd to become a flight attendant. Max is a junior at Port Huron High School. Mo Maxwell, escorted by Bruce Henderson. Mo and Bruce are currently undecided about their future careers.
Buckridge, escorted by Joe Dauphiné. Missy plans to become a police officer. Joe plans to pursue a career in electronics. Jennifer Buchel, escorted by Nick Soulier. Jennifer plans to attend SC4 for 2 years and then transfer to Western to major in elementary education. Nick plans to attend SC4 for 2 years and then transfer to a larger school to major in accounting.
Rochella Jean Gilbert Price, escorted by Darius Deshawn Trimble. Rochella plans to attend Central Michigan University to study early childhood education. Darius plans to attend Valencia Community College in Florida to major in business and accounting. Jennifer Seppo, escorted by Brian Foltz. Jennifer plans to attend Baker College to receive a degree in dental hygiene. Brian is a junior.
Beth Van Trustenberg, escorted by Ben Dove. Beth plans to attend Central Michigan University to major in music education with a minor in music performance. Ben plans to go to SC4. Nicole Winecoop, escorted by Todd Wedge. Nicole plans to attend SC4 next fall, majoring in English. Todd is a sophomore. Joya Setter, escorted by Matt Ross. Joya plans to attend SC4 for 2 years, transfer to Grand Valley State to major in physical therapy. Matt Ross is going to attend SC4 to major in business while working at Chrysler.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class of 1997 for the PH Band, and please feel free to give them a big round of applause. They've been a great class. And yes, this is a Kodak moment, so please feel free to take many pictures. Definitely come on down and take pictures of these fine singers. Please feel free to come right down. Okay, a couple more seconds, please. Then we're going to start with our underclassmen. First underclassmen.
Megan Cowper and Mindy Engelbrand, escorted by Jason Bullock. Charlie Armstrong. escorted by Mike Selby.
Sarah Corbett and Joelle Diamond, escorted by David Grattan. Amanda Stein, escorted by Brian Cowan. Jeannie Fisher, escorted by Greg Fowler. Betsy Coleman, escorted by Nathaniel Kraft.
Melissa Dixon and Tiffany Tigler, escorted by Brian Barty. Kate Armstrong Blanchard, escorted by Bob Stroke. Sarah Shirky and Julie Crimmins, escorted by Todd Wedge. Ruth Sofa and Kim Spalding, escorted by Andy Rasmussen.
Next up, we have Cassie Simpson, escorted by Jason Bullock. Stephanie McNeil and Michelle Cowden, escorted by Max Cook. Next up, Courtney Henderson and Melissa Bruins, escorted by Kevin Brown. Dawn Hedberg and Annette Dickinson, escorted by Pedro Hernandez.
Krista Taylor and Janet Fogel, escorted by Brian Foltz. Andrea Schock and Kim Raleigh, escorted by Nathaniel Kraft. Audrey Lloyd and Angela Volks, escorted by Mark Langoff. Jessica Bloom, escorted by Dana Richard.
Jamie Bice and Jessica Coleman, escorted by Matt Luttrell. Sarah Matthews, escorted by Todd Wedge. Jessica Schock and Jennifer Kern, escorted by Greg Fowler. Katie Conlon and Sharissa Warner, escorted by Bob Stoken. Jessica Kerr and Amber Teeple, escorted by Brian Cowan. Heather Marks and Michelle Ozaya, escorted by Mike Selby. Michelle Bickle and Julia Lewandowski, escorted by Dana Richard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class, the band of 1996-97, the Honors Band. Will you please give them a round of applause? ones who paid for all this wonderful formal wear up here. Might as well at least get a few pictures out of it. So please come down and take pictures of this wonderfully large crew. If you've got a wide angle lens, it would be even that much better. And kids will stand there for a few minutes for you and just take some nice pictures.